Hey there, thank you so much for clicking on this video. I'm Jennifer with the Family Fudge and welcome to the Bunches of Lunches Spring Marathon. In today's video, I'm sharing with you 15 of my favorite spring themed lunches. So whether you pack a lunch for school, for work, or you eat lunch at home, I hope that these lunches inspire you to get creative with your lunch. All of the ideas I'm sharing today are super cute and fun, but they're actually really easy to make. Hey guys, I am super excited about today's lunch. I think it might be my favorite one for this whole week, and that's because it starts with some yogurt. But to make these lunches extra cute, I'm going to put the yogurt in these really cute silicone liners. Now I found these at Walmart almost a whole month ago, and unfortunately at that time they only had 3 left. So for one of the boxes, I'm gonna have to put some different shapes. Now, instead of just adding yogurt in here, I'm also going to be adding in fruit. And anytime I do this, I like to add the fruit on the bottom. So in here, I'm just adding a few pieces of strawberry, and I cut these up pretty small so that they would fit. Then I'm going to cover them all up with this delicious honey-flavored Greek yogurt. And you guys, this next part is totally optional, but I have a lot of these really cute Easter sprinkles, and I think they're gonna look really fun if I add just a few to the top of the yogurt. Next, to go along with the yogurt, I'm also gonna be including some little deviled egg chicks. And let me show you how I made these. They were actually really easy. I just started by hard boiling a bunch of eggs. Then once they were cooled down, I peeled them. Then instead of cutting each egg in half like I normally would, I very carefully cut a little zigzag design all the way around the center of the egg, just like this. Then I went ahead and removed all of the yolks into a separate bowl. Then I added all of my regular deviled egg ingredients such as mayo, a little bit of mustard. I also like to add a little onion powder in ours, and of course some salt and pepper. Next, I piped the filling back into each little egg section like this, and before I put the tops back on, I added 2 tiny pieces of olive for the chick's eyes. Then I added a tiny piece of carrot for the chick's beak. Then I placed the top of the egg just like this, so it kind of looks like the chick is breaking out. Now moving on to some veggies. First, I'm going to take some slices of carrot, and I'm going to cut the tips off like this so that they kind of look like tulips. Then I'm going to take some slices of cucumber, and I'm going to cut them in half with sort of a V shape. Next, I'm going to add both of these to a little toothpick, and the idea is that they look like little flowers. And I think these turned out pretty cute. In the center section of the lunchbox, I'm going to add a few of these cheddar bunnies. And then for a very special treat, I'm going to add in just one of these little chocolate eggs. These are pretty small, so they fit perfectly in here, and they're actually hollow in the center. Now this week, the kids are just going to be having water with every one of their lunches, but I did go ahead and pick up this pack of bunny-shaped silly straws just to make the water a little bit more fun.
Good morning, friends! And happy Friday!
Right now I have Mackenzie, Jackson, and Lily here helping me. Say good morning.
Good morning.
So I just finished packing the lunch, so let me show you how I made it. I started off by decorating my boxes with some really cute napkins. These ones have Easter eggs, and I also added some cupcake liners because that's what I love to do. It's easy and it makes it really cute, and it makes the lunch boxes easier to clean out. After that, I prepared these really cute carrots. Now I actually took some plastic piping bags like you might use with frosting, and I filled them full of cheddar bunnies. Now you could use any orange snack in here. You could do carrots or cheese puffs, just anything that's orange. And then I tied the top with a little string and added a piece of a green napkin on top. Does that look like a carrot?
Yeah!
So when you want to eat it, you just untie it and you can take the crackers right out. Over in this back corner, I have a few carrots with some ranch for dipping. And then in this corner, we have some grapes with a surprise on top. For our sandwich today, we are having PB&J, but this is a special PB&J. I used my really cute bunny cookie cutter. This one actually came with a separate cookie cutter to punch out a tail. So I cut out all of my bread, added peanut butter and jelly, and then for an added bonus, I added some Easter sprinkles just to the tail section. So it's kind of like fairy bread as well. If you've never heard about fairy bread, I'll go ahead and link a video down below. Also in today's lunch, I'm giving the kids some turkey pepperoni, and I've made it really fun by adding it to this bunny pick that just fits perfectly right in there. And then I am sending a little treat today. In these little containers, I have just one of the springtime Oreos. So Jackson has one with a little peep on it, and the girls have the little bunny. So just one little cookie. So there's everything in the lunch today. I definitely want to get my lids on, put an ice pack in there, and then we'll be ready to go. Jackson, do you want to check out what's in there? It's a surprise.
Grape.
It's actually a grape, you guys, because did you know that Easter is actually on April Fool's Day this year? So there's a little friendly April Fool's Day joke. Just like that. Isn't that cute?
That wasn't very funny.
No. Last year we did a bunch of April Fool's jokes on the kids, and those were actually funny. And I'll go ahead and link that video down below as well if you want to check it out.
See you when lunch is over.
Okay friends, it is almost bedtime now, but we need to check the lunches before we can finish this video. So right now I have all the kids with me, minus Griffin, who's already sleeping. So let's go ahead and check the lunches for today, starting with Mackenzie's. How did it go, Mackenzie?
Really good.
But what happened here?
I didn't have enough time to eat that.
You didn't have enough time? That's okay, these are still good. You can eat them tomorrow. And then let's check in here. Oh, you ate everything else?
Mm-hmm.
Even your carrots?
Mm-hmm.
Good job. Okay, time to check Jackson's. Jackson, what did you think today?
It was good.
Okay, let's see. Oh, where's your carrot?
I ate it all.
You ate all of it? Wow. You must have been really hungry? Yeah. Jackson goes to tumbling on Friday, so that makes you extra hungry, right? Okay, but I see that you still have some carrots left. You gonna eat those now? Okay. And what did you think about our silly grapes?
They're good.
Were you happy about that prank, or were you?
Not really.
They were not happy about the prank. I don't think I'll do that again. But it looks like you ate everything else, so good job, Jack. Now on to Lily's. Lily, say hi.
Hi.
So what did you think of the lunch today?
Good.
Let's see. We have a few crackers left. Let's check in here. Let's see, you ate all of your carrots. That's really good. You ate all of your grapes. What did you think about the prank? Was it good or bad?
Good.
You liked it? Oh, good. I'm glad somebody liked it. Let's see, what was in here? Your cookie? Ate all of that? And you ate your, no, it was pepperoni. But you did leave a few bites of your sandwich, but that was a lot of food, so good job today, Lily. Lily, out of all of the lunches this week, which one was your favorite?
Taco making.
Taco making? I didn't make tacos. You really want me to make tacos next week, don't you? Okay, we'll make tacos next week. Can you say, we'll see you next week?
We'll see you next week.
Okay guys, so my first step for this lunch is to get out lots of bread. Thankfully, all of the stores in my area have plenty of bread in stock, which is really nice because anytime I want to make sandwiches for all of my kids, I feel like I'm using like a half a loaf of bread, but I guess that's just how it is when you have lots of kids. So for these sandwiches today, I want them to kind of look like Easter eggs, so I'm going to start by cutting my bread into egg shapes, and I'm definitely holding on to all of these crusts. These will be perfect for tomorrow morning's breakfast. I'll just crack one egg in the center of each bread and cook it that way. Next, I'm going to spread on a little bit of peanut butter, followed by a good amount of our favorite strawberry jam. So now at this point, I'm going to set these pieces of bread aside and I'm going to work on the top piece. And this is going to be the extra fun part. I'm just going to take a few of these mini M&Ms and I'm going to place them right on top of the bread. And the trick here is once you get your M&Ms on top of the bread, you definitely want to kind of push each one into the bread just like this so they don't fall out. Then once you have all of your M&Ms on there, you can add this top piece, and just like that, you have some really cute PB&Js that look just like Easter eggs. So now I'm going to move on to some fruit. And you guys, I honestly don't have a ton of fresh fruit in the house right now. And since I'm trying not to go to the store, for this lunch I'm just going to add in some applesauce. This has been in my pantry for quite a while. Honestly not sure if the kids will like them or not. I picked these up at Aldi, and they're basically a blue raspberry flavored applesauce, and as you can see, they are really bright blue. So I'm gonna go ahead and fill this little section in the lunchbox. And then just for fun, I'm also going to be adding in a little Easter egg decoration. Now these are actually recycled cupcake toppers, and I think they look really pretty in the lunchbox. My next step is to add in some veggies, and for today's lunch I'm doing a combination of cucumbers and carrots. For the carrots, I decided to use my teeny tiny Easter bunny cutter to cut out these really fun shapes. And for the cucumbers, I went ahead and just cut those into crinkle cut sticks. So in go the cucumbers, followed by my little carrot bunnies, and then to go along with the veggies in this little center section, I'm just going to squirt in a little bit of ranch. For today's snack, I'm going to give the kids some of these cheddar bunny crackers. Now these crackers are tasty any time of the year, but I especially like to put them in my spring and Easter themed lunches, since they are little bunnies after all. And then to complete this lunch, I have a really fun, easy treat to add in, and these I also found at Aldi quite a long time ago. They're basically a vanilla wafer covered in white chocolate with a really pretty drizzle on the outside. Now all I have to do is put the rest of the lunches together, and then it will be lunchtime.
Good morning, friends, and happy Thursday!
That's right, happy Thursday! I can't believe it's almost the weekend. I'm so excited. But I think today's lunch turned out super cute. I'm about to pack it up. But before we do, I will show you how I made it. First up, I decorated my boxes with some cute napkins and some cupcake liners. Right now I have all the kids with me, including Griffin. Can you say hi?
Hi!
Say hi!
Hi.
So I started today's lunch by making some rolled up sandwiches. I just took some tortillas, added a little bit of ranch cream cheese, some shredded cheddar cheese, and some turkey. And then I rolled it up. Now to go along with this today, I'll also have some fresh pineapple, which we love. Usually I use the canned stuff just because it's easier, but when we were at Costco, they had pineapple on sale, so we picked one up. And I made these really cute by using my flour cookie cutter. And you guys, don't worry, I like to save the extra pineapple. This is perfect for throwing into smoothies. Back over in this corner, I have some black olives. They're not grapes, they're actually olives, and they're perfect for today because they look like little eggs. And right on top of the olives, I have a cute little ducky pig. Do you guys like the pig?
Yeah!
Isn't that so fun? Now I am sending the kids with a snack and a treat today. In these large snack containers, I have some white cheddar popcorn, just like that. Yummy, yummy. And then instead of some fruit snacks today, I found these little bags of organic jelly beans. The kids love jelly beans. This is definitely a fun treat. And to drink, they're just gonna be taking their water bottles today.
I'm so excited for pineapple!
You love pineapple, huh?
Uh-huh.
Personally, I'm actually allergic to pineapple, so I won't be eating any, but the kids love it.
Yeah. Yeah. And we'll see you guys when we get back.
Okay guys, it is about 5 o'clock now and we're finally ready to show you the lunches for today, starting with Mackenzie's. Oh yes, I do have Mackenzie with me. And Lily, stop doing that, she's spraying my cleaner. Stop spraying my cleaner. And I've got Jackson with me too, say hi.
Hi.
So what did you think of the lunch today?
It was really, really chicky.
Chicky? I can see that Mackenzie ate all of her popcorn. That's really good popcorn, isn't it? It's got like a cheesy flavor.
Yeah.
And then you ate well, there's a few olives left and just one piece of pineapple, but you ate all of your sandwiches. So that's pretty good. What was your favorite part?
I really liked the pineapple and the roll-ups, but when I was eating my popcorn, I got way too much salt on my lips, and then I ate this, and then it burned, so I had to leave one there.
So the popcorn and the pineapple are not a good combination together.
Yeah.
Let's check Jackson's. Jackson ate all of his sandwiches. He has 2 pieces of pineapple and quite a lot of olives. So what happened, Jackson?
I was full.
You were full? Okay, well next time I'll pack less. Now it's time to check Lily's. How did it go today, Lily?
Good.
What was your favorite part? The popcorn?
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
I ate all of it.
You did eat all of it. Let's check in here. You ate all of your sandwiches. Did you share any with Griffin?
Nope.
You didn't?
Uh-huh.
And you ate all of your olives and you just left 1 piece of pineapple. Overall, I think they did a really good job. Next time I'll just pack them with a little bit less.
And we'll see you on Friday. Bye.
Okay guys, for today's lunch, I'm going to be making the kids' favorite Easter bunny sandwich. Now this is something that I've been making around Easter time for years. Basically, this bunny is made by using lots of hearts. I'm gonna start by cutting all of my bread into heart shapes. To these, I'm going to add a thin layer of mayo, followed by a slice of ham, which I already cut into a heart-shaped too. Then on top of that, I'm adding a heart-shaped piece of cheese. So now to make this into a bunny, I'm actually going to turn the heart upside down, and I'm going to take a few extra pieces of bread to create the bunny's ears. And just like that, you have the basic bunny shape, but I'm not quite done yet. I'm going to take a smaller heart-shaped cutter to cut the cheese. Then I'm going to place this upside down on the top of each sandwich. Next, I'm going to take 2 more pieces of cheese that I cut out, and I'm going to place these in the center section of the bunny's ears. For the bunny's nose, I'm going to add a little black olive. For the eyes, I'm just going to add a couple of these little candy eyes. And for the bunny's whiskers, I'm just adding a few pieces of shredded carrot. And there you have it, guys. Super easy to make Easter bunny sandwich. So now that that's done, I'm going to move on to the fruit. And for today, I'm keeping it super simple. I'm just going to add in some little orange triangles. And I'm also going to leave some space in here for a few pieces of celery. I don't usually combine the fruit and the veggie together in one spot, but I definitely want to leave some space for the special treat for this lunch, which is a fruity Rice Krispie Easter egg. Now, you've probably seen a recipe like this before, but mine's a little bit different. To make these, I started with 1 cup of regular Rice Krispie cereal, and then I combined it with 1 cup of Fruity Pebbles. And the reason I'm using half regular cereal and half Fruity Pebbles is because when I've tried making this recipe with all Fruity Pebbles, I find that it comes out way too sweet. So now in a separate bowl, I'm going to add 2 cups of marshmallows with about 2 tablespoons of butter. Then I just popped it into the microwave for about 60 seconds or until everything was melted. I just poured all of it on top of the cereal and mixed it all together. To turn these into Easter egg shapes, I actually took some plastic Easter eggs. I washed these out and I sprayed them with some non-stick spray. Then I just filled each section of the egg, and I made sure to press down the center, leaving me a space to put a treat inside. Now you definitely could add any kind of treat that you want, but I decided to add just 1 or 2 little jelly beans. Now you just close up the egg like this, carefully remove it from the Easter egg, and there you have it, guys. You can actually hear the little jelly beans inside. The kids will be able to break it open and find a fun surprise. For the snack, I'm going to add in some of these really fun bunny veggie chips, and there you have it, guys. Good afternoon, guys.
And happy Wednesday!
Right now I have both of my girls with me. I have Mackenzie and Lily. Say hello.
Hello!
So I just finished up making today's lunch and I think it turned out super cute, but Lily has a special request. What did you say, Lily?
The best lunch was taco making.
The best lunch was taco making, so I'm definitely gonna have to put that on my list pretty soon. But what did you say about today's lunch?
It's really cute.
So for today's lunch, I started by making some turkey cheese sandwiches, and I used my really cute butterfly cutter to cut them out. This is just bread, a little bit of mayonnaise, some mustard only on Lily's, and then today I also used Havarti cheese. Now to keep our sandwich together, I put a cute little pick right in the center, and that pick has a little Easter egg on there, so it's really fun. Back in this corner, I have some peach yogurt, and I put just a couple of these Easter egg sprinkles on top. Over in this corner, I have some watermelon. This is our first watermelon of the season, and it's not my favorite. I think it needs to get a little bit warmer for the watermelon. But I did use my flower-shaped cookie cutter to cut them out, and I put them on this really cute little pick as well. Now in this section, I have something different for each of the kids. I got some new egg molds recently, and unfortunately I don't think they turned out the best. I think I need to get bigger eggs next time. But Lily's is supposed to be a flower, Jackson's is the bunny shape, and Mackenzie got the ladybug. I think the ladybug turned out pretty good. And I did put a shake of salt on each of them because that's what the kids like. Now I also am sending a snack and a treat today. In our cute little bunny snack containers, I have just a couple of these yogurt covered pretzels, and these are actually the raspberry flavor. Those are really tasty. And then in this little container, I just have a few of the cheddar bunnies. These are perfect for Easter because they're bunnies, and the kids really like them. So I just gave Lily a few, and for the bigger kids, I gave them a little bit more. And that is everything in our lunches today.
And we'll see you when lunch is over.
Okay guys, lunchtime is over, and as you can probably tell, I think I gave them a little too much food today. Mackenzie left a few of her crackers, and she also left her yogurt pretzels. You didn't like them?
Yeah.
You were just too full, or you didn't like them?
I didn't like them.
You didn't like them? And then, let's see, Jackson did pretty good. He still has some cheddar bunnies, but he ate all of his pretzels and he ate everything else. And that watermelon was really juicy. There's a ton of water in there. Oh, you're gonna eat those now? Okay. And Lily, she has one little yogurt pretzel. Did you eat any yogurt?
I ate a little bit with the pet.
You ate a little bit. Was it good?
Uh-huh.
But she didn't eat her egg. Why not?
Because I don't like them still.
You don't like them still?
My favorite part was the yogurt pretzel.
The yogurt pretzels. Okay guys, and we'll see you tomorrow. Hey guys, so for today's lunch, I'm actually gonna be starting with our special treat first. And these are actually gonna be really easy to make, and they include a fruit. So it's the fruit and the treat together. First, I'm gonna take some strawberries, and I'm going to make sure that they're nice and clean, but that they're also dry. Then I'm gonna take some of these chocolate melts, and these are actually the orange color, and I'm going to go ahead and melt those down in the microwave. Once they're nice and smooth, I'm just going to dip each little strawberry in the orange chocolate, and I'm going to set them on a baking sheet so they can dry. Oh, and I did go ahead and add a little bit of parchment paper here just to make cleanup a lot easier. Now, I forgot to explain this in the beginning, but hopefully you're going to be able to tell that these are supposed to look like carrots. Now, I think these look pretty cute just as is, but to finish them off, I took a little bit of the leftover orange chocolate, I added it to a Ziploc bag, then I snipped off the tip. Now I'm just going to drizzle this over the tops of each strawberry to make them look extra fancy. Now I'm actually going to set all of these in the fridge so that they can get nice and set up while I prepare the rest of the lunch. Now instead of using peanut butter, I thought it would be an extra fun treat to use this cookie butter instead. Now if you've never tried this before, it is delicious. It definitely has the texture of peanut butter, but it tastes like a gingerbread cookie. This is definitely a once in a while treat at our house. And I'm gonna actually use this cookie butter to make some adorable teeny sandwiches. Now I have quite the collection of these little spring-loaded cutters. I think I have them for just about every holiday, but of course today I'm using the Easter-themed ones. And I find the trick to making these is to actually start by cutting out the bread first. Then I go ahead and spread the filling on, place the tops back on, and then I like to press the design into the sandwich. But I do this really gently so that the filling doesn't squirt out. And you guys, here's a tip. If you have some food writer pens or some food coloring, you can actually color on the little stamp before you stamp it onto the bread, and that just makes the design really stand out. So now that our tiny sandwiches are done, it's time to move on to the fruit. And for today's lunch, I'm going to take some watermelon and I'm going to cut these into flower shapes. And of course, flowers are perfect for spring. Next, for our vegetable, I'm going to add in some carrots, and I already cut these into flower shapes. And then over here, sort of the star of the show, is a little strawberry carrot. And then last but not least, I am going to go ahead and fill this center section of the lunchbox. I'm just going to squirt in a little bit of ranch. Okay guys, so here are the lunches before.
Hi guys, and happy Tuesday!
Right now I have both Jackson and Mackenzie with me. Say hello.
Hi!
What do you guys think of today's lunch?
Cool!
I think it turned out so cute. You know, I really enjoy making these fun lunches. It's something that actually is really fun for me, especially when it comes out as cute as this. I started today's lunch by making some really fun bread cones in the shape of a carrot. Now this is actually something that I've been wanting to try for a while. I saw the idea on Pinterest and it looks so cute. So I went on Amazon and I bought several of these metal cones, and these are used to make cream horn desserts normally. But what I did is take some refrigerated dough, I cut it into strips, and then I sort of wound it around the cone. Then I just took some orange food coloring and brushed it on the outside so they would look like carrots. Then I got it into the oven and baked it for about 10 minutes. And surprisingly, these came out so well. I wasn't quite sure if it was going to work. To go in our cones, I whipped up some egg salad, and then I used a few leaves of spinach to look like the carrot tops. And here they are. I think they turned out so cute, and they should be really tasty too. Now to go along with today's lunch, I'm also giving the kids some carrots, of course. We're going with a carrot theme. And then back here, I took some pieces of cantaloupe and I used my small flower cutter to cut it out. And then I added them to this really cute carrot pick. Back over here, I have some yogurt. And on the top, I added a few sprinkles. And these sprinkles look like grass and carrots. It's perfect for today's lunch. I'm also sending the kids with a snack and a treat today. In these cute little carrot containers, I have some of these Cheddar bunny crackers. These are perfect for Easter themed lunches. They look just like this, and I get these at Target. And then in this little container, I have one single Easter Oreo. And I don't know if you can see this, but it has a little bunny on the outside. They look just like this, and the inside is marshmallow peak flavor. So I'm just gonna give the kids each one of those. Today, they're just gonna be taking their water bottles, and that is it.
And we'll see you guys when we get back.
Okay guys, lunchtime is over, and right now I have Mackenzie and Lily here helping me.
Hi.
So what did you guys think about lunch today? Did you like all the carrot themed foods?
Yeah.
Okay, so let's go ahead and take a look. It looks like Mackenzie ate just about everything. Oh, you did eat everything, except for your little spinach leaves, but that's okay. And Jackson left a few carrots, that's not too bad. And Lily, she left a little bit of everything. So there's a few little pieces of cantaloupe, some carrots, and most of the cheddar bunnies. But these are still good, you can still eat those. So overall today, I think it was really cute. I would definitely make these little cone bread things again and see all the different kinds of ways I could make them.
Yeah, that's my favorite part.
Wasn't that fun?
Yeah.
What was your favorite part, Lily?
The cookie.
The Oreo cookie? Yeah, those are tasty.
And we'll see you tomorrow.
Now, since today is Monday, we are going meatless, which pretty much means some kind of PB&J. I'm gonna go ahead and get all of my silicone liners in here. I really think the liners make the lunch look a lot more colorful and fun, and it makes cleanup a lot easier as well. Now, I'm gonna go ahead and set these aside and get on to the sandwiches. Now, instead of making good old PB&J today, I'm actually gonna let the kids each decide what they want in their sandwich and how they want me to cut it as well. First up, I'm going to prepare Lily's choice. I'm using a combination of white bread and wheat bread here, and for her sandwich, she chose a combination of almond butter. And as you can see, this almond butter is really thick, kind of hard to spread out. And instead of regular jam, she chose orange marmalade. I think she's my only kid that enjoys marmalade. Now you'll notice that I didn't put the filling all the way to the edges, and that's because I'm gonna go ahead and cut off the crusts. I know a lot of kids enjoy their sandwiches crustless, and I know my kids are like that too. Miss Lily chose this fun star shape, and it's awesome because not only does it cut off the crust, but it also cuts the sandwich in half as well. And there you have it, a cute little star. Now moving on to Jackson's sandwich. Now he actually chose a combination of Nutella, can't go wrong with Nutella, and then on the other side I'm adding chunky peanut butter. You definitely can't go wrong with chocolate and peanut butter. If you ask me, that's definitely one of my favorite combinations. Now for Jackson's sandwich, he chose the dinosaur cutter. Unfortunately, this little dino here kind of lost a foot because my bread just wasn't big enough for this cutter. And lastly, I'm gonna go ahead and prepare Mackenzie's sandwich. Now she chose something that we like to call ants on a log sandwich. So as you can probably guess, I'm gonna start with some chunky peanut butter, and then I'm gonna take my mandolin slicer and I'm going to cut very, very thin slices of celery, and that's gonna go on the sandwich. But then unfortunately, I ended up being out of raisins, so instead of raisins, I used chocolate chips, which if you've never tried on ants on a log before, you definitely should. This sandwich is a little bit unusual, but I know she's gonna love it. And then of course you can see that Mackenzie chose the heart-shaped sandwich cutter. And now it's time to move on to some fruit and veggies. But instead of just serving one fruit today, I decided to make a delicious fruit salad. I'm gonna get started by slicing up some grapes, both red and green. Next, I'll slice up a few strawberries, followed by one kiwi. I'll go ahead and dice it so the pieces aren't too big. And then lastly, I'm gonna add 1 or 2 of these little tangerines. These are very sweet and seedless, so they're perfect for the fruit salad. Now, of course, this would be delicious and dairy-free, just as is, but I'm gonna go ahead and add a scoop of Greek yogurt, and it'll also make the fruit salad nice and creamy. So now that we have our fruit salad done and our sandwiches, I'm going to go ahead and add some vegetables. Today I'm going with a combination of sugar snap peas and tomatoes, but I know not all of my kids enjoy tomatoes, so I'll probably just put them in Mackenzie and Jackson's lunch. Now to make these veggies a little bit more appealing, I will go ahead and add some picks in here. I love having picks, and I'm definitely going to be adding my favorite ones to our lunch kit. And then I'm going to finish filling this container with a scoop of pretzels, and of course that means I have to find a different container for the fruit salad. And I really love this one. It has an easy to snap lid, and then inside there's actually different compartments, so you can keep two different items separated or just have one big open space. I think this is the perfect compartment for our fruit salad, so I'll just go ahead and add a few scoops of it right in here. Doesn't that look delicious? Fruit salad definitely makes me think of springtime. Now I want to add just a few more things to this lunch, including a Baby Bell cheese. For just the girls, I know Jackson's not a big fan. To dress this up just a bit, I'm going to use a small star cutter to punch out some of the wax. I'm super excited to have some of these vegetable cutters in the lunch kit as well. For the special treat today, I'm going to take it super easy by throwing in a small bag of Nutter Butter cookies. Oh yes, and I definitely can't forget, I always love to decorate my sandwiches with googly eye picks. It's so easy to do, and it keeps the sandwich from falling apart as well. Right now I have Mackenzie and Jackson and Lily with me. Say good morning!
Good morning!
So I just finished making today's lunch, and I think it turned out really cute. What do you guys think?
So cool!
So since today's Monday, what do you think the sandwich is?
PB&J!
That's right. So I went ahead and made it really cute by using my little bunny face cookie cutter. I found this on Amazon, and it came in a set of really cute spring and Easter cookie cutters. Now to go along with this, I also gave the kids a carrot-shaped piece of cheddar cheese. Doesn't it look fun?
Yeah!
It's perfect because it's orange. And then in this back corner, I gave them some strawberries with a cute little egg pick. And in this corner, we do have some vegetables today. It's just broccoli with a little container of ranch. Now I also have a lot of fun things to go along with lunch today, including these really fun bunny snack holders. And in here I just have a handful of the bunny grahams. So there's chocolate ones in there and sort of like a graham cracker cookie. I'm also giving the kids some little cuties. I found these really fun picks at the grocery store, and I just stuck it right in there just for fun. And then, of course, to go along with PB&J, I am giving the kids some milk today. And to make it extra special, I found these really cute bunny straws at Walmart. Does it look cool?
Yeah!
So we have a blue one for Jackson, a pink one for Mackenzie, and of course Lily gets the purple one.
And the cookies also go good with the milk.
They do! Okay guys, I'm gonna get all of my lids on, and then after lunch,
Show you what we ate. Bye! We're back home now, and here's what we ate.
good job Lily. So right now I have Jackson, Mackenzie, and Lily helping me. So what did you think of today's lunch, guys?
It was cool.
It looks like they did really well. I see that Mackenzie ate pretty much everything except the bottom of her little treat container got lost, so that's kind of a bummer. Let's see, Jackson has just a couple bites of his sandwich left, but he ate everything else, including most of the broccoli, so that's good. And then Lily ate her whole sandwich, which I am shocked that she did that. And she also just left a little bit of her broccoli stem. I know she's not a big fan of those, but she ate all of her cookies, and everyone drank all of their milk, so that's really great. What was your favorite part, guys?
I really liked the sandwich. I liked the bunny.
The bunny,
The
yeah.
sandwich. And we'll see you tomorrow.
Hey guys, and happy Tuesday. Now usually on Tuesdays I try to pack a nut-free lunch. Today's lunch is also going to be gluten-free as well. Now for the main course of today's lunch, I actually started by preparing it last night. I knew I wanted to do some of my deviled Easter eggs. They're really easy to make, but they do take a little bit of time. So last night I hard-boiled some eggs, cut them in half, and then I added the whites to some food coloring. This definitely makes them look more like Easter eggs. So now today, all I have to do is whip up the filling and get it into our egg whites. Now I know a lot of people have their own personal recipe for deviled eggs, but here's how I like to make mine. I start by mashing all of the yolks together. I really like to get this as smooth as I can. And then everything else is really done by eyeball. I don't measure out anything. I add a little bit of mayonnaise, a little bit of mustard, some relish, but we only use dill relish. If I used sweet relish, I don't think anybody would eat these eggs. And then my not so secret ingredient is onion powder. This really adds a lot of flavor, but it's still more mild than adding fresh onion, if you know what I mean. I'm gonna finish this off with a little bit of salt and pepper, and then mix it well until it's nice and smooth. Now this part is definitely optional. You don't have to make these fancy at all, but since I have a lot of these frosting tips, I'm gonna go ahead and use them to get the yolks into the eggs. If you don't have one of these, you could also use a Ziploc bag, or you can just use a spoon. And then the finishing touch is just a sprinkle of paprika. This is smoky paprika, so it's not spicy at all, but it just adds a really nice flavor. Now for our vegetable today, I'm gonna go ahead and prepare some asparagus. I love asparagus during the springtime. It is so fresh and delicious. But I do need to trim off the stems because they're a little bit tough and the kids definitely will not like to eat those. So I'll go ahead and trim up a good bunch of these, and then I'm just gonna lightly steam them. I still want them to be a little bit crunchy. And quick tip, I'm gonna go ahead and put the rest of the asparagus in a jar with a little bit of water in it, and then stick the whole thing in the fridge. This definitely helps keep the asparagus fresh until we're ready to eat the rest of it. So now we have our deviled Easter eggs and our asparagus. I'm gonna go ahead and add a little bit of dipping sauce for this asparagus. This is not ranch, however, this is actually Caesar salad dressing. I love that combination with asparagus. Next, I'm gonna go ahead and add some cantaloupe. I just cut this with my crinkle cutter so it looks really special, but it was easy to do. And I'm gonna fit as much as I can in here. And then surprisingly, I don't have a lot of Easter picks, but I do have some of these really cute bunny ones left over from last year. So I'll go ahead and stick it right in there. Next up, I'm going to take some of these really cute bunny treat holders. I got these at the Dollar Tree and they're perfect for little snacks or candies. But today I'm gonna add these little cheddar bunny tails. These are like a Cheez-It, but they're gluten-free. And they actually taste really good. Sometimes gluten-free crackers are not so tasty, but these ones we actually do like. And they're super cute, they really do look like a little bunny tail. And then lastly, for our special treat today, I have some jelly beans. These are the Starburst jelly beans in the tropical flavor. These are definitely our favorite jelly beans. I'm just gonna add a few in here though, not that many. These little containers are perfect for treats like this. I think the kids will be super excited to see this lunch. Hey guys, and happy Friday! Now usually on Fridays I like to do a breakfast for lunch if I can, so that's exactly what I'm doing today. But instead of waffles or pancakes or something like that, I'm actually gonna make some muffins. I found this super adorable cupcake pan at Target. This is made of soft silicone and it's supposed to make them look like Easter eggs. Now I have to say, in the past I've used silicone pans like this and they did not work out very well. So I'm crossing my fingers that these will turn out well today, but I'm not sure. Now for our muffins today, I went with a carrot raisin flavor. I think that's perfect for Easter and springtime and bunnies and all of that. There's also a lot of cinnamon in here. These ended up taking about 20 minutes to cook all the way through, but I'm gonna go ahead and let them cool down because I do wanna decorate them a little bit before I put them in the lunchbox. So while those are cooling down, I'll go ahead and add the fruit for today. This is a combination of honeydew, watermelon, and cantaloupe. I love the 3 different melons together. It's so cool and refreshing. And then for the veggies, I'm gonna go ahead and use up the last of the sugar snap peas. And because I don't have a ton of them, I'm also gonna throw in some carrots as well. Now going back to our breakfast for lunch theme, I'm also gonna throw in some yogurt. This is a lemon cream flavored Greek yogurt. And you guys, if you haven't tried this before, you definitely should. It is so good, definitely one of my favorites. Now to decorate this yogurt just a little bit, I'm gonna add a few of these egg-shaped sprinkles. And then in this other side of the container, I'm going to put together a little snack mix. I'm gonna add half popcorn and half of this trail mix. This is called the Magic Sparkle Trail Mix. I found it at Target and it looks really interesting. Inside there's things like candy corn, chocolate covered almonds, and peanuts. I'm just gonna add a few right in here. Okay, now that our muffins are nice and cool, it's the moment of truth. Are they gonna come out of the pan in one piece? I'll go ahead and push on the silicone just a little bit, and it did work. These came out pretty well. You can see the design on there, and they definitely smell delicious. Now you could definitely leave these just as they are, but they're a little bit plain in my opinion. So I'm gonna take just a little bit of this icing and decorate these just like they were real Easter eggs. This part was a little bit messy, but also really fun. To drink today, I'm just gonna send the kids with water. And then last but not least, I'm gonna add in a little bunny pick, because bunnies definitely go with our theme today. Hey guys, and welcome to Wednesday. So today we're continuing with our bunny / Easter / spring theme. And on Wednesdays, I also like to prepare a warm lunch if I can. So today I'm going with the bunny pasta. This is mac and cheese, but it's really cute with the little bunny shaped pasta pieces. Of course, I'm gonna prepare this just like I would with any mac and cheese, which, if my memory serves me right, was the very first thing I ever learned to cook on the stove by myself. It's really easy and it's hard to mess it up. I've got my milk in there and my butter and the cheese powder. This looks and smells delicious. Now, I make a lot of different brands of mac and cheese at our house, but let me know in the comments down below what your favorite brand of mac and cheese is, because if we haven't tried it, I definitely would like to. And now it's time for some fruit and veggies. I'm gonna go ahead and add some grapes in here today, both red and green. I think these are super cute because they do look like eggs as well. Now to decorate this up just a little bit, I've added a few grapes to a bunny pick. It'll fit right in there. And then what goes better with a bunny than carrots? These are the Crinkle Cut Carrots. I love to cut them like this. Super easy and cute. Next, I'll go ahead and pour a little bit of ranch right into the center. I know the kids will love to dip their carrots in there. I'm also adding some of this bunny snack mix. There's pretzels in there and cheese crackers. And then I have a few more things to add into this lunch. I have a string cheese, and in the bunny snack container, I've added just a few of the Easter egg Oreos. These are so cute. They have little Easter egg designs on the outside. They're oval shaped and a little bit smaller than regular Oreos, but they still taste just like regular ones. So I'm gonna go ahead and add 2 cookies into each lunch. They fit perfectly in our little bunny containers. And then last but not least, I do have a special drink today. On Monday and Tuesday, the kids just took water. These are the Honest Kids juice pouches, and this one's actually a tropical orange flavor. Hey guys, and happy Thursday! Now, usually on Thursdays, I don't really have a theme. I just make whatever I feel like making or whatever we have on hand. So today, I'm gonna go with some sandwiches because sandwiches are easy. But I'm not gonna just make a boring sandwich. I'm gonna try to make a bunny face sandwich. Nothing too complicated or difficult at all. I'm gonna start by taking 3 pieces of bread per sandwich, and then I'm gonna use 2 different heart-shaped cookie cutters. I am gonna go ahead and turn my bread to the side just so the cutter will fit better. So far, I've cut out 2 large hearts, and then of course I'm also gonna cut some cheese. Next, I'm gonna add a thin layer of mayo. I'm just adding this to the larger hearts, and you'll see why in just a minute. Next, I'm gonna add some slices of turkey pepperoni and a slice of cheese. I went ahead and cut that out in a heart shape too, just so it would fit nicely. For Lily's sandwich, I will go ahead and add a little bit of mustard as well. I know she will appreciate that. And then I'm gonna go ahead and close up this sandwich. And you'll notice that this heart is upside down, and that's what's gonna help make it look like a bunny face. So I'm gonna go ahead and set that aside, and then I'm gonna take my smaller heart and cut it down the center. And these 2 pieces are gonna turn into our bunny's ears. You could leave them just as they are, Or what I like to do is trim them a little bit so that they're more bunny ear shape, if you know what I mean. I'm gonna take these 2 bunny ears and actually stick them into the sandwich, and the sandwich will help to glue them in place. And then I'm basically gonna do the same thing with the cheese. I'm gonna cut those into little ear shapes as well, making them slightly smaller, just like that. I'm gonna tuck them in just a little bit, and the sandwich will help keep them in place. Next, I cut out 1 more heart shape. This one's a little bit smaller. I'm gonna glue it to our sandwich with a little bit of mayo. For the bunny's nose, I'm adding half of an olive. And then for his whiskers, I'm gonna start by adding just a dab of mayo. That's gonna help our whiskers stick. And for the whiskers, I'm actually gonna use some shredded up carrot. I'll go ahead and put 3 on each side, and then it's time for some eyes. Now we could go with these kind of scary red eyes, but I don't think I want to do that. After all, I think he should look like a nice bunny, not a scary bunny. So I'm gonna go with these regular eyes instead. And there he is. This was actually really easy, and it didn't take long at all. Now moving on to the fruits and vegetables, I'm gonna go ahead and add some watermelon, and I went ahead and cut a few of these into flower shapes. Whenever I think of springtime, I definitely think of flowers. And to make these look even more like flowers, I'm going to secure half a grape to the front of each of them. Super easy to do, but also very cute. Next, I'm gonna throw in some celery. I did go ahead and cut these pretty small. I think my kids prefer them that way. And then for the kids who enjoy them, I'm also adding just a few cherry tomatoes. Of course, I'm gonna add a little bit of ranch in there for the kids to dip in. Next, I'm gonna add some cottontails. Now, these are actually mini white cheddar cheese balls, and I found these at Target. This box comes with 25 mini bags, and you guys, they are really small. I'll go ahead and open one up just so you can see how many actually come in a bag. Just about a handful. Whoops, I dropped one into the ranch. I'll go ahead and take that out. And then with the rest of these cheese balls, I'm going to add them to this cute little chick treat holder. It's really hard to say. And then speaking of chicks, for the special treat today, I'm gonna go ahead and bake up just a few of these chick cookies. These are pre-made, and as you can tell, there's kind of a chick printed on the outside. These are just a classic sugar cookie, and after about 10 minutes in the oven, they are done. They don't exactly look like the picture on the box, but they're pretty close. I'm just gonna go ahead and give 2 to each child. I'm also adding a drink. This is actually a tropical flavored water. So there's orange flavors and pineapple flavors in there, but not a ton of sugar. That definitely sounds good to me. And then that's everything in today's lunch. Which one was your favorite? Give this video a big thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe if you're new. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.